Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Bluegrass Sports Nation. We're here on the campus of Wolfe County High School, Rose Gymnasium. The Owsley County Lady Owls paying a visit to the Wolfe County Lady Wolves. And I should say, producer Darren Back, the defending regional champion Owsley County Lady Owls.
That's right.
Big-time matchup for the Wolves. I know they've been looking forward to this. Just give you a quick scouting report on these Lady Owls. Macy Brown is the only double-digit scorer back from last year. Obviously, they graduated a few. They transferred one or two. Owsley's a different team than they were from last year, but Macy Brown, big-time contributor last year for the regional championship, a big-time contributor again this year. She's leading the Lady Owls 15.8 points a game.
Very young team. I don't think they have any juniors or above on the roster.
And there is a freshman, Delaney Smith, and an 8th grader, Lauren Gay, who are both shooting 50% from the three-point range. You've also got sophomore Taylor Grubb, and then Macy Brown's a sophomore. So they are definitely a young team, led mainly by sophomores and a couple freshmen. So they should match up in that respect. Experience-wise, they'll match up pretty good with the Lady Wolves. The biggest difference being these Lady Wolves have been playing together, and most of the Coach Brown starters have been with him now for a couple of years. So this will be an interesting one. We don't know exactly what to expect. Looking forward to it. We're having a little technical difficulty on Facebook, so if you're joining us on YouTube or on Channel 51 Mountain Telephone TV, we may have the Facebook feed up soon. We're going to take a short commercial break, couple minutes, and do some housekeeping and get some advertising dollars in, Darren, and then we will be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend has it there's treasure buried in Wolfe County. We can't swear there's buried treasure, but we can promise when you visit Wolfe County, you'll discover our true treasures are the people who call this part of Kentucky home. Warmer, more welcoming folks you won't find anywhere else. You may arrive as our guest, but you'll leave as part of our family. There will always be a place for you at our table and tasty homemade food on your plate. Wolfe County has many gorgeous cabins, country inns, and Airbnbs waiting for you to rent. After a full day of adventure, you can sit by a relaxing fire or take a dip in a hot tub. Take a little bit of our unbridled spirit home with you. Our artisans have been featured at museums around the country, but they get their inspiration for their craft from right here at home. Come and see for yourself why Wolfe County, Kentucky is a little bit of home and a lot of adventure.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
And we're back just in time for the starting lineups. You hear in the background there, PA announcer Greg Creech announcing the starting lineup. So I'll go ahead and give them to you for Owsley County. Number 34, Macy Brown. Number 5, Harley Dooley. Number 1, Delaney Smith. Number 24, Lauren Gay. And it looked like number 23, Kylie Taylor, I believe, is there. I'll confirm that when they get on the court. They were off real quick for me. For the Lady Wolves, you're going to have Jazzy Banks, number 22. Got Kinsey Miller, number 30. Got Naomi Noble, number 24. Gracie Brown, number 4. And Harper Holbrook, the 8th grader, number 44. And that's Coach Brown's team. I'm Doug Elam. With me is Darren Back. Darren, the matchup to watch here will be Noble and Brown. Also, Camilla Markham will play a little high post, and sometimes she'll come down low. The Owls will be looking to move that ball inside a lot, and it'll just be, can anybody contain Macy Brown? She could, if she has a big night, could be a big night for the Owls. It'll be Brown and Banks, Jazzy Banks, to tip it up. And folks, we apologize. A little different camera angle. Got some training exercises going on up in our normal spot here in Rose Gymnasium, and so we've been moved and we're adjusting, and hopefully you'll still enjoy this broadcast, and maybe we'll come up with some options before we come back here tomorrow night. But right now we got Kenzie Miller going to start it off for the Lady Wolves at the top of the key. Holbrook gets it into Banks, back out to Miller, open three, little off to the right, rebound contested, and Nay Noble gets in there, tears it away, so jump ball immediately. Going to go to the Lady Owls, but that might be big for the Lady Wolves later. They get the possession arrow now. Grubb brings it down for the Lady Owls. Little handoff, Dooley dribbling. Harley Dooley goes left. She's going to hand it back to Grubb. They're going to set back up. Now she gets it over to Markham, and looked like Markham took an extra step trying to get the ball back to the outside, so Lady Wolves will have it. Jazzy Banks, power forward for the Lady Wolves, brings it up and gets it to Harper Holbrook. Now Banks at the top of the key. Drive, spin, Miller. Holbrook back to Miller, into Banks. Noble's open, but Banks can't see her. Swings it around to Holbrook again. Nothing doing. Good defense here by Owsley County. Keeping a hand in everybody's face.
A lot of pressure on the ball from the Lady Owls.
And it creates a situation for Nay Noble, as she wasn't able to move in the interior and loses the ball. And that time it looked like Markham maybe had it slapped. That was Brown maybe had it slapped away by Noble. So Jazzy Banks for three, and it rolls in. So shooters roll on the soft rims of Rose Gymnasium for Jazzy Banks. And the Lady Wolves are up 3-0. That's Grubb looking to get it inside, working inside. She does. Gets it to Markham, and Markham spin move but doesn't hit. And Banks is pushing it. Now Miller for three. That's going to be off. Noble to the floor. They swing it all the way back around to Banks. And now Miller will set it up. Gracie Brown takes a look, but no shot. Again, like we said, Owsley playing up on the ball. Now Brown gets an open look, but it's no good. Rebound by Markham, and the Lady Owls are off. Let's see if Grubb can get it inside to Brown. They've looked for Brown. Noble's done a good job keeping her off that low post. Brown sets the pick, rolls down, but nothing. Ball swung around. Grubb's got it again. Now Brown gets it on the outside, but that's not where she wants it. She won't take that shot. Delaney Smith loses it. Holbrook's got it. Will she push it? She gets it to Jazzy Banks, but the block by Macy Brown, out of bounds to the Lady Wolves. Would you call it sloppy so far, Darren? It's a little bit
slow.
It's
can't get the ball to go in.
Nobody's in a real rhythm.
Yeah.
The Wolves moving the ball well, but not getting the open looks that they need and not able to get it inside. And you could say the same for the Lady Owls.
Maybe we could call it a good defensive game.
That's what was. So far, a good defensive game. Miller and Brown play catch. Jazzy Banks gets an open look. She'll put it up, and she hits. So three-pointer. And that means Banks has the only 6 points of the game. Grubb looking to get the ball inside. Gets it over to Delaney Smith. Smith off the pick from Brown. Brown rolls. Now she's got the ball, moves in, and gets Noble to foul her. So that's Brown's first opportunity to work on the interior, and she gets to the free throw line. And she hits the first. Brown's second free throw is good, and it cuts the lead to 4. Lady Wolves up 6-2. And the full court press has the Lady Wolves in danger here. They get it across to Holbrook. Oh, nice pass to a slashing Nay Noble, but she couldn't recover in time to actually put the ball in the basket. Grubb for 3, no good. Actually, I'm sorry, that wasn't Grubb. That was Harley Dooley. Dooley misses the three-pointer from the left side. Banks has got it now. She drives, cuts across to her right. Mackenzie Miller wide open. No good. Good save by Nay Noble, and they're going to say she stepped on the line. So out of bounds to the Lady Owls. Now the Lady Wolves going to press and trap. Dooley has to come up to help out. Gets it. Now back to Smith. Harper Holbrook going to pressure the ball all the way out to half court and beyond. And doing a good job keeping Smith out of a rhythm. Grubb's got it now. And she's across over to Dooley. And now out to Camilla Markham for 3. So Markham cuts the lead to 1.
Nice look by Miller there.
Open. I apologize. Darren didn't mean to step on. Yes. Yeah, they got Holbrook open, and she took too long to shoot it. Ended up getting blocked. Now Brown from the outside. I said she wouldn't take that shot. She made me a liar.
They always do.
Lady Owls get the offensive rebound, work it around. Now Grubb's got it. She'll set it back up. Markham comes to the high post. Now she sets a pick, goes down low, and Brown's to the high post. Gets it down to Markham. Can she put it in? Strong move against Banks. Nope, brings the ball down. Holbrook gets a hand on it. She gets it out to, who took that shot? Grubb? Smith. Delaney Smith for the three-pointer. She misses. Lady Wolves are headed back. Banks drives, pulls, gets her own rebound, padding her stats. If she's fouled, she'll go to the line. That looked like Markham. I believe they called Camilla Markham for that foul. And Banks rolls her first one off the front of the iron. So still 6-5 Lady Wolves. Second one's up and good.
All 7 points by Jazzy.
So far it's Jazzy versus the world. Everybody else trying to find a rhythm, struggling a little bit. 2.5 left in this first quarter. Owsley working the ball around the outside. Now they get into Macy Brown. Strong move to her left, but she misses coming back. Hard to shoot that shot, Darren, back across her body. And the open three by Gracie Brown. Little spark of offense for the Lady Wolves. Defense creates offense there.
Who was that on?
It had to be Holbrook. She was the only one out there, wasn't she? I don't know. Grubb's got it with a head of steam to her left, and Jazzy Brown knocks it away before she can do anything with it. Dooley gets it over to Smith. Smith down low. Gets it to Mason. First of all, fantastic pass to get that ball down to Brown, but Brown couldn't finish. Oh, and it's going to be a carry. I guess they still call that a carry by Gracie Brown. She wasn't able to handle the ball. Taylor Grubb sets it up for her Lady Owls. And again, the low post is set, and that's where they're going to try to go. They get it to Markham. Markham with a nice pass right there. In good interior passing right there to Macy Brown for the 2.
And that's what they want to do, Doug. Get it down low.
Well, and if they move the ball so well right there, actually those last 2 sequences that we saw the Lady Owls and Macy Brown unable the first time to connect, and then the second time, of course, she scored it. But both of those, Coach Smith called those low post. One was a pick and the other was a clear out, and they worked to perfection. So the Lady Wolves going to have to be on guard for that. They're nursing this 3-point lead, and it looks like they're going to run it down. I don't know if they're patient enough to take the last shot, Darren. I've said that several times. Well, it looks like the Lady Wolves are going to hope for the last shot, and then they throw one up. So we'll see. But they've definitely they've committed to running some of this clock off. We're down to 30 seconds. 25. As Miller continues to dribble across the front. Now she'll hand it off to Banks. Back to Miller. 15 seconds. Banks has got it. Top of the key. 12 seconds. Now it's Miller, 10. Miller trying to make a move. She gets loose. It's over to Brown. Brown can't get open. Banks with the drive. Pull up Jay. No good. And the rebound by Camilla Markham and the Lady Owls will just settle for being down 3 after the first quarter. 10-7 Lady Wolves. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back to start the second here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Hey, Mike! Ho, ho, ho.
Hey, Santa!
Hey, buddy. Heard you had a rough week.
Oh, it's been busy, all right.
Buddy, I got it taken care of. I got you covered.
Santa, make sure everyone gets an Appalachian wireless phone for Christmas.
We got it done, buddy.
Thank you, Santa.
You're welcome.
And we're back here at Rose Gymnasium. Lady Owls coming to town to take on the Wolfe County Lady Wolves. And right now the Lady Wolves hold the lead 10-7 through the first quarter. I'm Doug Elam. With me is Darren Back. Darren, the first 3 minutes of that first quarter, it took that long at least for both of these teams to get settled in. And
yeah, I think they're starting to get a feel for it now and getting in their offenses.
And it's been that extra pass for the Lady Owls. Now, the Lady Wolves have still, this zone has got them a little perplexed as far as they've not been able to really work the ball inside. You see they try again, and Macy Brown's there to shut that down. That was a wonderful defensive play right there. But the Lady Owls, on the other hand, have been able to move the ball efficiently, and at least the last couple minutes have really been more productive on the low post. So we'll see if they keep going down there and if they're able to keep making that work. Delaney Smith with the ball, top of the key. She finds Grubb looking for Dooley. And instead she gets it to Brown. And now Smith on the left side. Takes the pick from Markham. Markham rolled open, but she didn't see her. And instead, Dooley took the open 3 out of bounds, and I believe the Lady Owls will keep it. Coach Smith got what he wanted right there. You had Markham roll wide open, and Smith missed her, so I'm surprised he didn't holler. And now we're going to get a foul on Macy Brown. Nay Noble had position on that lob, and Brown couldn't.
Looked like a volleyball play there.
Yeah, Brown couldn't seal her off. It was either a volleyball player or one of those fade routes in football, but either way, offensive player had to play defense and got fouled. And speaking of defense, steal by Delaney Smith on the Holbrook pass, and Holbrook does what a lot of young players do. She commits the frustration foul, trying to make up for it. During the break, we talked about bringing the energy, and certainly you can see that Smith and Grubb on the Owsley County team and Holbrook and Brown defensively, playing with a lot of energy, staying up on the ball and pressure on the ball. We've got a full time or 30-second time? 30-second timeout by Coach Brown, so we'll stay here and talk about it a little bit. So, again, first quarter, no real foul trouble issues, especially with the post players. I think Holbrook might have picked up a couple, and she's just intense defense. That's what she and Gracie Brown and do for the Lady Wolves, but no real foul trouble going on. So, I would expect that for the balance of this second quarter, we'll see both of these teams trying to work the ball inside. Now, for Wolfe, I think their ideal is drive it, work it inside, and then just get the open shot wherever it's at.
Yeah.
You know, Coach Brown gives most of these girls a green light to shoot. And then for Owsley, I think it's actual post offense is what they're looking for. And Grubbs got it, gets it to Dooley. Skip pass to Markham, takes the three, almost off the back of the rim. Noble fighting for the rebound, looked like she was tied up by Grubbs, so.
Back to the Owls.
Yeah, good job that time by Taylor Grubb getting in there. Noble brought that rebound down too far, and Taylor Grubb got the ball back for the Lady Owls. Now Grubb's got it, looking to get it down low. They'll have to swing it around. Noble doing a good job keeping Brown off of the ideal post position. And the Wolves get that one. Good pass by Banks. Finds Holbrook, but Holbrook rushed it a little bit. I think she saw Grubb coming over. And again, it's been a good defensive game by both teams. Miller this time, let's see if she tries to set something up or if she pushes it. She pushes it down to Holbrook. And now they might back it up. She takes the pick from Noble. Pump fake from Banks, gets it into Noble down low, and count it. So nice job, Jazzy Banks, finding the open man.
Just kept her head up, driving in there.
And really, that's this year. Banks has really shown her ability to move with the basketball. She's a press breaker when they need her to do that, and then of course, like you said, driving with her head up, able to shoot or pass. Now we've got Delaney Smith at the free throw line. Lady Owl still down 5. First one's up and in. Second one's no good. Rebound by Banks, and she's off and running. Got it to Brown on the right side. Back to Banks. She drives, pulls up. Going to get her own rebound again. She's blocked by Brown. Looked clean. Sounded like maybe.
It had a little sound to it.
It sounded like maybe she got some hand, but it looked clean. So, meanwhile, they're going to get Gracie Brown for the foul. And they're going to probably say Grubb was in the act of shooting. So, Taylor Grubb will go to the line for 2.
Owsley's doing a good job getting to the line. I think they've had 3 points so far from the line.
Well, and listen, on the other end so far, I think Macy Brown's got 3 blocks. That's if you want to keep a team off of the low post and make them shoot perimeter shots with a hand in their face, block them. That'll intimidate anybody. And so, good interior defense by Brown. Mackenzie Miller wide open from the baseline. And she is one, Darren, that if she can get hot, she can burn you for a bunch of points around that perimeter. And so
the last girls game we did, she definitely showed that the buzzer beater.
She had the buzzer beater, if you will, to beat Lee County. She sure did. And she's really, I don't mean to say that she's a streaky shooter, because she's not. She's a good, consistent shooter. But she was cold against Breathitt, which was the last game I guess I was at, and then started out cold this game, missed a couple. So good to see her find the bottom of the net with one. Meanwhile, Owsley's staying in this thing, 15-12, keeping it a 3-point lead. And now Banks has got it to her left. Now she drives down low, and she pulls up just short of Macy Brown, which is smart, and able to make the little running jumper. So Brown definitely making her presence known, because Banks was not going to try and finish that at the rim. She went ahead and pulled up at about 8 feet and was fortunate enough to get it to fall. Now Grubb looking for a hole in the defense. And she gets around Brown, so now we're starting to look at a little foul trouble here. You've got Holbrook and Brown, who are Wolfe's best on-ball defenders, and both of them have got a couple fouls apiece. So I'd say this will be Anna Hall coming in to give Brown a rest. And Taylor Grubb's first free throw is up and in. Meanwhile, Kylie Taylor.
He's the first substitutions of the game?
Yep. No. Somebody came in for Wolfe, didn't they? No, you're right. This is the first subs of the game. So Kylie Taylor and Anna Hall in respectively. Miller finds Holbrook. They beat the press and get it set up, but they've yet to find a good way to go about breaking down this 2-3 zone. And they didn't that time either. Delaney Smith with the steal. She's going to try to finish. Hall beat her to the punch. Not literally, but she does commit the foul. She got there first and had position, but wasn't able to hold it, and she ends up fouling Smith. So Smith will shoot 2 and could potentially get this down to a 1-point game, which is as close as the Lady Owls have been since the tip. So she misses the first. I must have jinxed her. And she misses the second. So Wolfe will keep the 3-point lead as Banks gets the rebound and comes roaring up the right side. Miller back to Banks. Now they're starting to close in and trap whenever Jazzy gets the ball. And it pays dividends there as Grubb's able to get it, and she's headed back, and she'll get fouled by Banks. So Jazzy wasn't thrilled with Mike Melton's call, but I don't think it mattered.
Owsley will be at the line the rest of the quarter.
Yeah, remember the new rule, 5 fouls each quarter, and you shoot 2 for the rest of the quarter. So 2-point lead as Taylor Grubb makes her first. And the second one's in to cut it to 1. And that's going to be a full timeout by the Lady Wolves. So we're going to take it with them and get some commercials in. We'll be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Holiday sale at Appalachia Wireless. Sing it, kids.
You better shop fast, you better upgrade. Wireless deals are coming your way. Appalachian Wireless holiday savings are here. We've got the best phones, accessories too, tablets and smartwatches just for you. Appalachian Wireless holiday savings are here. We've got the best service and customer service too. Our coverage is the best and we support you too. So head to our store and grab what you need. Lots of deals and savings you'll see. Appalachian Wireless holiday savings are here. Appalachian Wireless holiday savings are here.
Welcome back, Bluegrass Sports Nation. Wolfe County High School, Lady Owls versus Lady Wolves, and right now the Lady Wolves up 1, and it should be Wolfe County basketball. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, they're figuring it out now. So it'll be Lady Wolf basketball. And you know, Darren, we've not really talked much about it, but these are the defending regional champion Lady Owls, and historic season last season. You know, this team first regional championship, I think, of any sport for the high school. It was just an absolutely gigantic accomplishment and much deserved attention and celebration across the board. And when you reach that type of a mountaintop moment, it's almost hard to come out and play again.
Yeah, it's like, what else we have to do?
I don't, all of these girls obviously, or at least just about all these girls were a part of it. And I know they lost some key players from last year, and so they're kind of trying to find their identity again. But, to have that experience and to be able to do that, and I can remember as a coach having some of that in volleyball, and it's just the next season is almost a letdown. It's like, what do we do now? So kudos to these girls. I looked at their schedule. Coach Smith had them playing some tough teams. They've done some traveling. They played a holiday tournament, and so he's doing everything he can do to keep them focused and keep them thinking about their next trip to the state tournament. And so it'll be a blast to watch them grow and get better all year as we see Brown running the floor that time and getting down low, and it looked like they got Miller for the foul. But really, Macy Brown's been quiet. She's a little behind her average of 16 a game so far, so she'll probably, as this game continues to unfold, we'll see her exert herself a little more.
She's been there on the defensive side, but offense, she hasn't got it going.
No, you're absolutely right. We've got at least 3 blocks, and I'd say getting on 6 or 7 rebounds by now. So, and she makes both of those free throws.
Give Owsley the lead.
And the Lady Owls with their first lead of the game. Now Banks drives and gets trapped. Miller to the middle. Noble's got it. Spin to her left.
Nice.
And that time Camilla Markham gets a hand on it, so it's almost like she anticipated that when Noble started to come back, she was waiting on her. So that was a 30-second timeout, and I'm not sure. I guess, did Wolfe call that one, or?
I didn't see.
We'll keep it here, though. We'll keep talking, but going back to what we were talking about, Markham and Brown are playing great interior defense, and you saw that. Noble takes the ball. Brown faces up with her. Noble spins, and Markham's right there with the help defense to slap it away. And so really hard right now for the Lady Wolves to get anything going down low. They've really had to rely on their outside shooting. We saw Jazzy Banks hit a couple. We saw Grace Brown hit a couple. Now Kenzie Miller's got one. So, again, most of the Lady Wolves scoring has come from the perimeter. I think it's a good matchup. I think it makes for an interesting game when you've got one team that's primarily post offense and the other team that's primarily shooting threes and playing the perimeter. And we'll just see who can make the adjustments to pull ahead here. Grubb's got the ball for the Lady Owls. Looking down low to Brown, doesn't, just shorted the pass there. And again, I think Brown's going to have to hold Noble off a little bit longer there if she's going to be able to make that lob work. But, but speaking of making it work, Grubb makes the possession work as she gets the ball back and hits the three from the left side. And out of bounds, Delaney Smith gets a hand on it. So,
Doug, I just got word that we will not be on Facebook tonight.
Okay.
I'm trying to correct that for tomorrow's games. But
so, folks, if you know anybody that's trying to watch us or trying to find us on Facebook, please direct them to YouTube or MCTV Channel 51. They can find us on either of those platforms, but we will not be broadcasting on Facebook. Technical difficulties that are outside of our control. The Lady Owls with their biggest lead so far, up 4 on the Lady Wolves. Their full court press is on, and Holbrook comes up to help try and break it, and she does. Now she's trapped half court. Ball's loose on the floor. Noble and Smith tied up. It'll stay with the Lady Wolves. So good hustle by Delaney Smith and Nay Noble. As a former three-sport athlete myself, I appreciate hustle.
Yeah, you got to get on the floor.
The confidence Jazzy Banks has, folks, you saw her right there with the drive, and immediately I don't think it even enters her mind that there's that much pressure to hit the first shot because she always gets her own rebound. She follows so well that she ends up with her own rebound every time. And she hits free throws, folks. She shoots well over 70% for the season. And she's got one more to try to cut this Owsley lead to 2. And as halftime draws closer, I'm sure the Wolves would like to get it even or get that lead back before the half. Improve Coach Brown's mood a little bit. They may not get a chance. Lauren Gay had it knocked away, but it'll stay with the Lady Owls. Smith's going to get it on the left side. To the top to Brown, back to Smith. Smith from the left side for three, count it. Delaney Smith stretches the lead out to 5. Anna Hall bringing it down for the Lady Wolves. Hands it off to Banks. Banks tries to go to Holbrook. Markham cuts it off. Now Brown's got it. Misses the drive from the right side. Tie up. And that was Delaney Smith and Hannah Bush. It will stay with the Lady Owls. Smith cuts across. She's got it on the baseline. They won't leave her open this time. Macy Brown swings it over. And I think partially blocked.
Oh.
Banks might have got a hand on Lauren Gay's three-pointer. And we're going to the half. 24-19 Lady Owls. We'll be back to break down the stats and talk a little more about it after these messages on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend has it there's treasure buried in Wolfe County. We can't swear there's buried treasure, but we can promise when you visit Wolfe County, you'll discover our true treasures are the people who call this part of Kentucky home. Warmer, more welcoming folks you won't find anywhere else. You may arrive as our guest, but you'll leave as part of our family. There will always be a place for you at our table and tasty homemade food on your plate. Wolfe County has many gorgeous cabins, country inns, and Airbnbs waiting for you to rent. After a full day of adventure, you can sit by a relaxing fire or take a dip in a hot tub. Take a little bit of our unbridled spirit home with you. Our artisans have been featured at museums around the country, but they get their inspiration for their craft from right here at home. Come and see for yourself why Wolfe County, Kentucky is a little bit of home and a lot of adventure.
It's the holiday sale at Appalachia Wireless. Sing it, kids.
You better shop fast, you better upgrade. Wireless deals are coming your way. Appalachian Wireless holiday savings are here. We got the best phones, accessories too, tablets and smartwatches just for you. Appalachian Wireless holiday savings are here. We've got the best service and customer service too. Our coverage is the best and we support you too. So head to our store and grab what you need. Lots of deals and savings you'll see. Appalachian Wireless holiday savings are here. Appalachian Wireless holiday savings are here.
Ho, 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 ho!
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
Holbrook Equipment.
Hey,
Hey, Mike! Ho, ho, ho.
Hey, Santa!
Hey, buddy. Heard you had a rough week.
Oh, it's been busy, all right.
Buddy, I got it taken care of. I got you covered.
Santa, make sure everyone gets an Appalachian Wireless phone for Christmas.
We got it done, buddy.
Thank you, Santa.
You're welcome.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Okay, from all you department heads, what is our Christmas wish list for Appalachian Wireless?
Happy customers.
Keeping our customers connected with family and friends.
A Merry Christmas for all of our customers.
Giving our customers better savings.
A great customer experience.
More towers for our customers.
A joyful holiday season for our employees and customers.
That's a great list, and let's add a Merry Christmas for all of our customers. Take care of this big guy.
I got it. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Santa.
Ho, ho,
ho! Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
SEC Auto Sales, located at 1557 Highway 15 South in Jackson, is the fastest growing pre-owned dealership in the area. Whether you're looking for a used or new-to-you vehicle, SEC has you covered. Think you can't get finance? Well, think again. They have the best interest rates available, serving all of Eastern Kentucky. Let them show you an easy buying experience. Come on down and see Jeff, Dwayne, and the rest of the gang. Call 606-272-6888 or visit them online at secautosales.com.
Basketball fans know December is the start of the holiday season. A 4-month round ball holiday running all winter right through March. And at Rose Brothers, we're happy to help Bluegrass Sports Nation bring great high school action to you each week. And when your athletes need basketball shoes, or when you need warm weather gear to get through the winter, come see us at Rose Brothers. We have performance athletic footwear from Nike, Under Armour, and Skechers, and great outerwear from Columbia, Simply Southern, and Under Armour. Now let's cheer on our young athletes, and good luck from all of us at Rose Brothers in Jackson and Beattyville.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
During a loss, we realize that your loved one is your most valuable possession. At Breathitt Funeral Home, we consider it an honor to serve your family. We've recently made some big changes, but not only to the building. We have lowered our prices to what we believe are the lowest in Breathitt County. We offer payment plans for prearranged funerals, and we will honor prearrangements from any other funeral home. Breathitt Funeral Home, premium service at an affordable price, when only the best will do.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Welcome back to the start of the second half here in Rose Gymnasium. We've got the Lady Owls of Owsley County leading the Wolfe County Lady Wolves 24-19. We'll see, I know, Darren, that Coach Brown was telling his girls to move the ball more. I know that he was a little frustrated about the lack of interior passing, and so we'll see if they get any of that settled out as we see Kenzie Miller take the open three. And a nice rebound by Nay Noble, and she misses the putback. And again, credit Macy Brown. When she's in there, she's such a shot blocker, and she's able to get the ball but can't get the angle. She tries again. Eventually, nope. 3 tries and no good. Banks swings it around to Holbrook. Holbrook for 3 off the front of the iron. Gracie Brown with the offensive rebound. Swings it around to Miller. They've got Noble inside. They don't go to her. Banks misses the 3. And now Markham into Brown and count it. So good job that time by Macy Brown to be in position and Camilla Markham to find her. Jazzy Banks back out to Miller. She'll set it up. Noble's on the high post now. Offering the pick. Should Miller use it? She does not. She gets it to Noble on the high post, and it breaks down. Looks like Nay drove right and couldn't get her footing, and really again, it's just what to do with Macy Brown. You spin, and her arms are long, and she's a shot blocker, and so it's trying to get an open shot while she's down there, and just not working out for the Lady Wolves. Rebound by Brown, no good. Miller tried to get the ball all the way down to Gracie Brown, and it wouldn't go. Markham, Macy Brown, Grubb, Smith, Delaney Smith for 3, no good. And now Gracie Brown's got some running room. She's got Banks, finds her, and Banks for 2. So the Lady Wolves score their first points of the second half, and it's back to 5. Brown at the top of the key. Grubb hands it back off to Smith. Smith for 2. No good. Rebound Mackenzie Miller. Miller now going to push it up a little bit. Gets it to Gracie Brown. Back to Miller at the top of the key. Brown on the left side. Holbrook with the cut. 12-footer, a little strong. Keeps it alive. Ball still rolling. Noble on the floor. And timeout to the Lady Wolves. Did she get the timeout call? She will. So 30-second timeout. The Lady Wolves will keep the ball. Noble hasn't gotten up yet. I don't know if she hit her elbow, and I don't think it's anything serious. I think it was more just she made hard contact with the floor, and she's shaking it off. She's on her feet. Gets a nice ovation from the Wolfe County faithful.
She was kind of favoring when she fell earlier. I don't know if she had something going on, but.
Well, she's, and again, Noble's had 2 or 3 loose ball hustle plays where she's ended up on the floor, and so I don't know if she's scuffed something. Got to land on something, so she'll.
Kind of looked like maybe a contact issue, too. She was.
Yeah, I saw that, too. That's why it's difficult to make the call. But Miranda Cox is going to come in, give her a little break. This will be Cox's first varsity action that I've seen. I've not seen Miranda Cox on the floor yet tonight. And so Kenzie Miller going to set it up. She finds Gracie Brown. Brown to Cox on the high post. Cox to Holbrook. Swing it back around and start it over. Again on the high post. Cox can't find any. Miller takes the open 3. And the rebound by Markham. Markham driving, had Brown, didn't see her. Now Grubb gets it in, or Dooley gets it into Macy Brown, and Macy Brown's fouled. So she'll shoot 2. First free throw's up and good. 28-21. Or 27. That made 27. Sorry. Yeah. 27-21. Lady Owls, 6-point lead. Contested rebound. Banks is going to come away with it. She's driving. She's got Brown on the right side, but she takes it herself and misses. Smith runs it down for the Lady Owls on the other end. Grubb passes on the 3. Smith brings it around. Markham for 3. No good. Slapped away by Dooley, but Banks will get it. Oh, up ahead to Gracie Brown. Good pass by Jazzy Banks. And Brown gets the easy deuce, and the Lady Wolves cut it to 4. Trying to mount a little comeback here. Let's see if they can get one more stop. Brown's posted up. Cox trying to keep her off of that low post, and that time did a better job, I think, of fronting her. Grubb for 3, no good, so they get the stop. Jazzy Banks got the rebound. Banks drives left, tries to get it to Holbrook, and threw it out of bounds. For a minute there, it looked like an Owsley player might have slapped it, but they called it to the Lady Owls. So. Grubb sets it up. Calling for play number 2.
Yep.
It's a familiar
see what
one.
2 is.
They're definitely looking for Macy Brown, but again, the Lady Wolves doing a good job keeping her off the post. Dooley takes the shot with Miller in her face, and that time they're going to get Brown with the push on the rebound. So Lady Wolves down 4 with a chance to cut into that lead a little bit. 3:20 left in the third quarter. Jazzy Banks pulls up right side, gets the pick from Cox, and now we're going to call the moving pick on Miranda Cox. And so the Lady Owls will have a chance to stretch the lead back out again. Smith passes on the shot. They get it to Markham. Brown was cutting, but Markham takes the 10-footer, and it's good. That'll be 29-23. Lady Owls. Banks driving, goes all the way, makes the shot, and draws the foul on Camilla Markham. So chance for a 3-point play here for Jazzy Banks. Nate Noble checks back in for Miranda Cox. So whatever the situation was, it's remedied. Banks for the free throw. It's up and in. 5-point game. Oh, I'm sorry, 3-point game. Yeah, they went backward on me. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I'm watching this scoreboard. It's all over the place. I'm going to watch the trusty BSN scoreboard. That's the one that we can. That's the one we can trust. And the walk on Delaney Smith. I thought for a second they were going to call the foul on Holbrook, but Smith took an extra step. Jazzy Banks with the drive, and no good. Good job by Markham to hold on to that rebound. Grubb swings it around. Now she gets it back to the top of the key. Gets it into Brown, and Brown misses the turnaround jumper. Banks trying to get in front of the defense, but Owsley doing a great job getting back. Just a great job defensively. So Mackenzie Miller takes the long 2. 29-28. Smith with the 3. And a good job by Miller. She was trapped and nowhere to go and falling out of bounds, and is able to play it off the Lady Owls and keep the ball for her team. So Wolf down 1. with the ball. As good a situation as they've been in score-wise, but the turnover, trying to get it to Holbrook. And the Owsley press continuing to pay dividends. And there's the three-pointer by Grubb, Taylor Grubb. And now, I don't know what they're going to call. They're going to call the foul on Delaney Smith. Travis Smith wanted the push-off. He says that Jazzy Banks extended her arm. We'll withhold judgment on this side there, and we're going to say that it could have gone either way.
Yeah, close call.
And now we've got a timeout, 30-second timeout by Coach Smith. We're going to take it with him, get a commercial, and we'll be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Yeah, over and done. Taylor Grubb's going to put it into play for the Lady Owls. And it's Smith to Grubb to Smith. Going to work it back around to Dooley. She looks in, swings it back, and Grubb's going to take the open three, short. And Jazzy Banks has got Gracie Brown. Oh, Brown on the snowbird, but Jazzy overthrew her. Or Gracie didn't take a good enough angle. I'm not sure. From here, it looked like either one of them could have been at fault. It's a turnover nonetheless. And a 4-point lead for the Lady Owls still. Brown with the nice pass out to Dooley, wide open three, and Dooley makes Wolfe County, reminds Wolfe County that she can shoot.
Just like that, back out to 7 points. Wolfe had cut it to 1.
Yeah, and it had gone back and forth. Wolfe never able to actually take the lead, but they kept it 1-2, 1-3 there for a little while. Macy Brown steps on the line after the rebound, and Mackenzie Miller missed. So 5 seconds left in the third. Lady Wolves will have one more chance to cut into this 7-point lead before we go to the last stanza. And they throw it away again. So I've lost track of the turnovers here, Darren, but uncharacteristic for the Lady Wolves. And like you said, it's good defense on the Lady Owls' part, but it's also a little lack of focus for Wolfe County, and they're going to have to pull that together in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Welcome back, folks, to Bluegrass Sports Nation, the beginning of the fourth quarter here in Rose Gymnasium. So far in the second half, more of the same, Darren. Wolfe County still unable to get a rhythm going offensively. They've not let the Lady Owls run away from, cut it to 1 there at one point, but then a couple key three-pointers by the Lady Owls, and we're back up to a 7-point ball game. And Grubb gets it over to Dooley. She looks inside, swings it around to Smith. And now cross court to Brown. Grubb, she does get into the high post. Markham trying to get it to Brown. Gets it back on the loose ball, though. And working. Gets a maybe hook off, but it won't fall. And Jazzy Banks goes baseline. Had Mackenzie Miller wide open, but she walked before she threw it. Grubb's got it on the right side for Owsley. Comes back to the top of the key. Swings it over to Smith. Smith from the pick. Now Markham's got it. Goes baseline. Spins back out. Brown will set it up. Lady Owls in no hurry with a 7-point lead. 6:50 left in the fourth. Dooley off the pick. Markham rolls down. Ball stays on the perimeter. Now Grubb drives, finds.
Nice look.
Yeah, finds Macy Brown, and that was a designed play, designed pick and roll. And they just basically lulled the Lady Wolves to sleep and then burned them for the open layup. Not getting the roll is Jazzy Banks on the three-pointer. 9-point lead now by the Lady Owls. Dooley's got it on the left side. And the steal by Nay Noble. And she's able to finish at the other end, so 37-30. Coach Brown and the Lady Wolves take any stop they can get. Full timeout by Coach Smith. We'll take it with him. Be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
And we're back 37-30, 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and I got to believe that Coach Brown's telling his girls defensive stops. They've got to get some stops here, Darren.
Yep, just like Nay Noble come up with a steal there.
Holbrook with the drive and a jumper, and Banks coming back with the rebound, but can't make it go. Grubb gets it over to Markham. Markham gets it back down to Lauren Gay. Gay takes the shot, no good, but rebounded by Brown, and now it's back out to Markham from the top of the key, and that's no good, but Brown's going to get another rebound, and the Lady Wolves looking awful flat-footed right now. Brown playing some nice on-ball defense there against Grubb. Grubb gets the handoff back from Brown. Gracie Brown staying right up there on her, not letting her get comfortable. Lauren Gay at the three-point line. Banks thought about going for that steal, but she thought about it too late. Markham gets it out to Smith. Lauren Gay for three. And now the Wolves are pushing. Jazzy Banks takes it all the way down and just didn't have an answer for Macy Brown. Didn't have a plan when she got there as to what to do with the ball. And right now Brown's length is just too much for them.
Yeah.
There's nothing. We've seen that several times. They get a head of steam going and they can't finish at the rim because she's in between. And I mean they just simply don't have a plan on how to deal with her defensively. So Smith has the ball top of the key. And she'll get it to Grubb. Grubb's coming off the Markham pick. Pops out for the three. Little long. Rebound by Noble. She's tied up, and that ball is still going to the Lady Wolves. Yeah, the Lady Owls getting their hands on rebounds. They're contesting everything. And they're not letting up on these Lady Wolves at all. And like I said earlier, Darren, it almost looked like the Lady Wolves had a moment of frustration. They weren't even after that loose ball. So
yeah,
a lot of contact with the body there, but it looks like it's just going to be out of bounds. I guess they're going to give it to the Lady Wolves, but they didn't call the foul, so we'll assume that the ball touched an Owsley hand. Miller and Brown play catch. And now Mackenzie Miller going to set something up, but she's fouled by Dooley.
First foul of the quarter.
For either team, yeah. And now Miller finds Banks. Banks to Holbrook. Holbrook with the three, didn't go. Lady Wolf still down 7. 3 minutes and 8 seconds left in the game. Dooley had it slapped away by Miller, and they both chased it out of bounds, but the Lady Wolves, or the Lady Owls, end up back with it. It's going to be Grubb off the Brown pick, and she gets it down to Macy Brown. Brown hands it off to Smith. Smith across court to Dooley. Dooley for three, just short. Slapped away out of bounds by Brown. Now Miller sits it up top of the key. Brown has it on the left side. High post to Jazzy Banks. Back out to Miller, and she can't get the roll. So the Lady Wolves still struggling to find that, to find whoever's got the hot hand or to get something going for some of their shooters. They've got, all these girls there, and but especially Miller and Gracie Brown. They're used to hitting more shots than this.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see as we see Harper Holbrook for three. So that'll cut the lead to 4. Coach Gary Brown's going to take a timeout and strategize. We're going to take it with him, pay some bills. We'll be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
SEC Auto Sales, located at 1557 Highway 15 South in Jackson, is the fastest growing pre-owned dealership in the area. Whether you're looking for a used or new-to-you vehicle, SEC has you covered. Think you can't get finance? Well, think again. They have the best interest rates available, serving all of Eastern Kentucky. Let them show you an easy buying experience. Come on down and see Jeff, Dwayne, and the rest of the gang. Call 606-272-6888 or visit them online at secautosales.com.
Welcome back, folks. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left to go in this game. 37-33 Lady Owls. And during the break, Darren, we were talking about defensively, what a weapon Macy Brown is. She and Camilla Markham are able to basically just change a team's game plan.
Yeah.
They can shut you off down low.
Yeah, they take away the inside game, force you to hit shots.
And the thing is, for most teams, and let's just be honest, most high school basketball teams, they don't have a consistent 13, 14-foot shooter, somebody that can hit those mid-range jump shots. And so it's either down low or three-pointers. And so we've seen that for the Lady Wolves. They've either what they've tried to do with the three, and they've just not hit them. Normally a good shooting team from three-point range, but tonight they've just not been able to hit them.
Owsley's going to be content to run some clock off here. Let's see what Wolfe.
Well, Noble makes her pick up her dribble, and that'll force the issue a little bit. And now we're going to get a full timeout by Coach Smith. So we'll take another commercial break, and we'll be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
Holbrook Equipment, located
I missed the specifics there, but the spirit of Coach Brown's message was more intensity, I think.
I felt it.
And we get the trap, but not without the foul, and so they foul Grubb. They've still got 2 more to give before free throws, so be interesting. They can still go for the steal. Obviously, the trap is what they need. On ball defense, and Banks gets the foul. Okay, so that's the 4th. So the next one would be free throws. And I was waiting. I thought the lady. Okay, they do. They finally do get the foul. Mackenzie Miller will foul Macy Brown, and Brown will go to the free throw line. And I couldn't help but notice they threw that ball into Brown. Holbrook
on her.
Holbrook confronted her, and had absolutely zero chance of catching that ball.
But she was trying.
I'm not even sure Macy Brown saw her there. I don't think that. And I know my good friends at Holbrook Implement and our wonderful sponsors will forgive me for enjoying that as much as I did. But Harper Holbrook made a valiant effort to get that basketball, but she had zero chance to take that away from Macy Brown. Unless she brought it down. Now, had Macy brought the ball down to Harper's level, she might have got a hand on it. All right, so she gets 1 of 2, which will make it a 5-point game, still within 2 possessions. But the Lady Wolves miscue again on the passing. And folks, I'll get you a stat by the time we see you again, but I'm going to guess it's a whole bunch of turnovers. And I would say that Coach Brown will be talking about a whole bunch of turnovers after this one's over. Win, lose, or draw. But right now, it'll be a foul on Gracie Brown. And Taylor Grubb will go to the free throw line, and Gracie Brown may go to the bench. That might be her 5th.
Grubb's played a good game tonight.
Well, and I was getting ready to say, Taylor Grubb has been everywhere, it seems like. She's defensively, offensively. Yeah. She's hit a 3 or 2. She's the passing. I am most impressed as far as with the Lady Owls, most impressed with their interior passing. Camilla Markham had a couple fantastic looks, but all of these Lady Owls, Grubb, Smith, I'm going down the list here, Haley Dooley, your basically your backcourt for the Lady Owls. They've all done a fantastic job moving the basketball, looking for the open person, moving without the basketball, which I think honestly, Darren, and I'm not trying to help Coach Brown, but I think in analyzing Wolfe County right now, they're not moving well. They're passing the ball okay, but then they're just standing. It's pass and stand and not creating any offense. Yeah.
Kind of flat-footed, like you mentioned earlier.
And a lot of that is you feel like the gate is closed on anything in the post.
Yeah.
You know, there's no point of even cutting through or trying to make a move because the post is shut down for you. And so credit Macy Brown and Camilla Markham both for their defensive effort in shutting the Lady Wolves low post game down. And so this one's back out to 6 points. Grubb's got a chance to make it a 3-possession game with 14 seconds left. It may all be academic from this point, but I assume the Lady Wolves will be looking to move the ball around and get an open 3 look. So it stays 6 points, so that stays 2 possessions. They do get it to Miller for 3 from the top of the key, and it's just not the Lady Wolves' night. We've seen this. This is a good shooting ball team, but just not tonight. They've not been able to hit the perimeter shots. The scoreboard shows it. And as the time runs out, it's going to be the Owsley County Lady Owls 39, the Wolfe County Lady Wolves with a very uncharacteristic low-scoring night 33. We're going to be back to wrap it up after a few commercials on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend has it there's treasure buried in Wolfe County. We can't swear there's buried treasure, but we can promise when you visit Wolfe County, you'll discover our true treasures are the people who call this part of Kentucky home. Warmer, more welcoming folks you won't find anywhere else. You may arrive as our guest, but you'll leave as part of our family. There will always be a place for you at our table and tasty homemade food on your plate. Wolfe County has many gorgeous cabins, country inns, and Airbnbs waiting for you to rent. After a full day of adventure, you can sit by a relaxing fire or take a dip in a hot tub. Take a little bit of our unbridled spirit home with you. Our artisans have been featured at museums around the country, but they get their inspiration for their craft from right here at home. Come and see for yourself why Wolfe County, Kentucky is a little bit of home and a lot of adventure.
And we're back for post-game wrap-up here at Wolfe County High School, Rose Gymnasium. 39-33, the Lady Owls come in, smack the Lady Wolves in the mouth, Darren. And man, I'm looking at these numbers. The Lady Wolves score 19 in the first half, 14 points in the second half. That's not even, for a lot of these Lady Wolves, 19 points, 14 points, that's a good game for one player.
Yeah.
And basically that's what the whole team was able to put up in the second half. What did you see was the difference?
Well, the defense of the Lady Owls, particularly inside, I think it changed the game from what the Lady Wolves was trying to do, and then they weren't knocking down shots on the outside, so everything kind of went stale.
I don't know what Coach Travis Smith's defensive game plan was, but it looked like basically it was, I'm going to make them shoot it, because he stayed back in the 2-3 zone, and then they completely closed down, locked the gate on anything inside. Markham and Brown shut that down pretty early, and so the Lady Wolves had a lot of open looks from the outside, probably the worst they've shot the ball all year so far that I've seen.
Yeah, uncharacteristic night shooting from the Lady Wolves. Hope we don't see that again.
Well, and honestly, you think about it, these are high school kids, a couple of middle school kids, but when you're that frustrated, as far as if your game plan is try to work the ball down low and create opportunities like that, and you can't do it and you get frustrated, then it makes it that much harder to try and adjust and make a perimeter game. Nonetheless, Lady Owls looked fantastic defensively. They didn't put a ton of points on the board either. So, you really think at either point, either one of these teams could have went on a run and the whole outcome could have been different. But as it is, the Lady Owls come away with the win, 39-33. A W is a W. That's what most coaches would say. A win is a win. And this one belongs to Owsley County. For Darren Back, I'm Doug Elam. You've been watching Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll see you next time.